So if anybody knows about cashews in South America, cashews are, when they sprout and when they start growing, they always grow with a green shell on it, like a green film. That's what a real cashew looks like, not the American Western version where it's like white, tan.
Yeah.
That's not a real cashew. That's a processed cashew. A real cashew has a green skin to it. And the reason why Mother Nature created it that way is to so the animals don't eat it. That's how it protects itself. So what ends up happening is that they ship it here, they process it with all the chemicals, and they turn it white, and they sell it to you as an organic cashew or almond. Completely false. Stay away from it, you guys. Do your research.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
That's
really, some of the,
important.
yeah, some of the good nuts to eat is walnuts. It's also a correlation if you look at it to our brain. That's what it looks like. Walnuts are amazing. Brazilian nuts are amazing. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, hemp seeds, hazelnuts. Still debating on that, but yeah, those are really the nuts. And drinking a lot of water.
Hmm.
Let me show you this here. And drinking the correct water. Let's talk about water here. So a lot of people have this. There's a big back and forth about drinking spring water, drinking distilled water, drinking alkaline water. So from what I've researched is that it's, to me, it's twofold. You want to drink natural spring water because it's from nature,
Hmm.
right? But the thing about it is that you also want to drink distilled water. I drink distilled water when I'm doing certain things because distilled water has a negative charge. So that's why people say it's not good to drink distilled water. No, it is good to drink distilled water because what ends up happening is when you drink distilled water, it's flushing you out. So when you're ready to intake that life food, that food that has electricity, that has light, luminous, your body can absorb it. So I do a half and half. Now, I see a lot of people out here doing is alkaline water. That's it, alkaline water. You can tell these people don't know anything about the human body because we have a pH scale. pH stands for potential hydrogen. And what that means is that it's a scale, and in the middle is like 7.1 or 2 that you want your homeostasis within your internal body to be at. It has to be a certain level of alkalinity and a certain level of acidity. If you're just drinking alkaline water, you're doing more harm to your body than you think. So and that's another thing. But look what they do. They have all these superstars, they have all these celebrities out here, hey, drink alkaline water. And they're just giving you a half truth, and a half truth is still a lie. So don't,
Makes
so
sense.
do your, yes. So do your own research when it comes to alkaline water. Yes, it's good if that's your choice, if that's all you have. I get that. But don't fall into the false reality that that's what you're supposed to drink all the time because you're going to throw off the imbalance. And then what's going to end up happening is that that acidity that's needed there for your digestive gastric system to break down the food that you're eating or what you're drinking, it's not going to be there and it's going to cause harm. So,
It's interesting, man. Kind of like it just came to my mind as you were talking about that Libra, the sign of Libra rules the kidneys, and it has to do with acidity and alkalinity.
mhm.
And I've had not too long ago, I was feeling pain on one of my kidneys, and so I looked at what I was eating, and what it was that I wasn't drinking enough water. And so I started drinking more water, constantly more water more than anything. And then the pain started going away. So just keeping a balance and also doing your research, but experimenting so you can see how you feel. That's the best way. So if people do that, I think that in the near future you can become your own doctor, but you have to understand how the body works little by little. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but what I do know is that by experimenting I can tell if I feel good or not. And of course, learning from people that are doing it. And like this brother said right here, you see it in the results. You don't even have to ask. You can see when a person is healthy. This guy doesn't look 42.
I
I'm
feel
serious.
like
You don't look 42,
I
man.
feel like I'm 21. Like ever since I started these protocols and doing the right hand path and doing things with the right intent and with the right energy, your whole aura changes. Not only the one that you can't see, but your physical, your body changes. It's just what happens because what ends up happening is that imagine living for 35, 38 years and you just been bringing nothing but toxicity into your system, right? whether it's food, pollution, alcohol, whatever it is, activities. And then you start purging and you start doing these protocols and you see that your skin changes. Like I have hair now. Like I was, if people who know me, I've always been bald because that's something I thought was hereditary in my family, even though that does have a play in it. But Mother Nature and our body has a funny way of rejuvenating itself if you allow it to. That's this powerful mechanism that's been given to us. It can reheal itself if you know how to correctly do it. And to continue your point, we are our own inner physicians. We really are. We have that, but they don't teach us that. It's like Hippocrates says, you have to be your own inner physicians. These people from didn't go to doctors. They listen to their body and they listen to the energy of Mother Nature. You see what I mean? So another big thing is fasting. And before I get into fasting, I just wanted to show this. If you guys have the opportunity or the money, it's on Amazon. It's about 25, 30 bucks. But basically what this does here, it structures your water. So this is me. I'm a mad scientist. I'm an alchemist. I love to experiment. I love to see, I like to do the things the most correct way so my body can assimilate so I can receive that knowledge, right? That truth. What that does is that when you pour yourself some water, you put it on there, you turn it on, and for about a couple minutes there, it's magnetism. And what it does is it creates a vortex and it structures your water. Now you're ready to intake it. Because if you just get any water out the jug, plastic, whatever you're getting your water from, the faucet, and you just drink it, that's dead flat water. It's not structured. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys have the opportunity, get that machine, and you're gonna see it's so crazy when you drink like, and it even shows me even more appreciation for water because water is really the blood of source, and on a spiritual, etheric, Gnostic way of thinking. But now when I structure my water, I take time, I look at it, I think it, I say a couple things, and I drink it because water is a living. It has intelligence. It has memory. So when you structure it for it to receive the memory that you want to put into it now, what do you think is going to happen? So a cool little toy there if you guys ever want to get it's a magnetic stir, but definitely revolutionizes the way you think and drink water. So
This is only one way to find out, man. I mean, that's how I see it. If something gets my attention and it makes sense to me, because I'm very logical. I'm a Gemini. I think a lot. But I have learned to listen to my intuition. Let me tell you, it's the best.
That is the key.
So if the intuition says go this way, just go. And so if something makes sense, why not do it? If something's going to give structure to the water, I'm not saying go buy the product if you don't want to, but if it makes sense to you, then why not? There's no affiliation link of anything here. The brother's just sharing something that worked and is sharing the knowledge. So if that's something, by the way, I'm going to do that. I just want to test it out for myself. I want to.
No, you'll see
better health.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for it, man. Why not? Because we don't have access to real water anymore. Tap water is horrible. I don't drink tap water. Even filter water is not, the real thing. So if I can get something that can actually give structure to the molecules of the water and actually benefit the body, why not? Unless you live in the right place.
Right. If you're living in the montes of Honduras or the Amazon or Japan and you have access to this pristine spring water, drink that all day.
That is my ultimate goal, man. I've been like processing that, and I have that. One day I'm just gonna disappear and be there because I just know it. Like when you eat fruits, I love fruits, man. I'm Cuban. I am from an island in the tropics. Mangoes there, in any island in the tropics, are the best. If you go to the market here and you eat a mango, it doesn't have flavor. It's not the same.